Easy rewards, 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 easy rewards.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Habiballah. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Nabiyallah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurallah. It's mentioned, dear viewers of Madani Channel, that the best of creation, the most beautiful creation, the perfect creation, the leader of civilization, the noble prophet, the kind prophet, and the just prophet, the leader of all the prophets, none other than the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. He has stated that whoever, the one who recites salat upon me 100 times on a Friday, and the night of Friday, Allah Azza wa Jal will fulfill 100 of his needs. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Welcome, dear viewers of Madani Channel, yet again to another beautiful episode of this beautiful silsila. And what is this beautiful silsila called? It's amazing, dear viewers of Madani Channel. It's called Easy Rewards. Asan Nekiya Ye Bhi Neki Hai. This is the slogan, and what we're trying to make in our mindset is that everything we do in our daily lives, those daily activities, those things that we have to do anyway, refrain from the bad, do the good. Don't just do it as a formality. Today's topic is a very deep and sensitive topic. This topic, there is so much to talk about this, so much. But instead of mentioning intentions only, I want to mention two narrations as well. This topic involves the intentions for caring for your parents and realizing how lucky you are to have one or two parents. There's a narration that mentions that there was once a child, a very disrespectful child. And this child, his mother, she had one eye. And she, as a mother, she was very loving and caring towards her child. And as a mother normally reacts towards seeing a child, bringing up a child, that love and affection. He was blinded from this. He didn't see anything. He only saw her one eye. Meaning, when he grew up, she used to take him to school. This kid was so bad, this child was so bad, he used to say, drop me off around the corner. Don't walk into the school with me. My friends are going to look at your one eye and they're going to laugh at you. They're going to laugh at me. I don't want no one looking at your one eye. You're hideous. So she used to drop him off as a mother, still caring for her child. You know, what's the intentions? The intentions are to care for the parents. Look, the best way I can explain to you is how parents care for us. And how we, no matter how much we try, no matter how much we care, we can never get to that stage. Moving on with the blessed story, the blessed narration about the mother. She is still caring for a child. Listen to him. She dropped him around the corner. One day, as a mother, you know, a mother, like I said, she has the affectionate, loving feeling towards her child. She thought that it would be nice to get my child's favorite chocolate, going to school and give it to him. He'd be surprised, he'd be happy. The mother brought his favorite chocolate, she went into school and she gave it to him. All the kids, all his friends decided to laugh at her one eye. When he seen this, he didn't look at her affection, he didn't look at her love, he didn't look at her caring. Remember, the key word here, dear viewers of the channel, is caring. He didn't look at her caring for him, he looked at her one eye. He said to his mother in front of all of his friends, what are you doing? You've come here, you've embarrassed me in front of all my friends, they're laughing at your one eye. Go away from here. Why have you brought me this chocolate? He's shouting at his mother. Sadly, the mother, she tried to explain that, look, I want to get your favorite chocolate. I want to give it to you. I want to surprise you, as a caring mother that she is, like every mother is. Before she could finish off, he's telling her, get out, go, do one, get lost. I don't want to see you. I hate you. So she goes and she's sadly crying as well. Time goes on, time goes on, time goes on. And this child, he doesn't just become an adult, he gets married and he becomes a father as well. And before he becomes a father, when he gets married, he says to his mother that I have been embarrassed with you my entire life. I am leaving you. I don't want to know you. I don't want any connection with you. I am leaving. So he packs up his bags. His mom, imagine his mom trying to stop him. Don't want to know. Don't want to care. Don't want to care. He don't want to care. So he packs up his bags. He takes his children's mother and he goes off to another city. One day, time going on and on and on and on. She's not only a mother, she's a grandmother now as well. Before she was even a mother, how much love does a mother have? If we just think to ourselves, how much does she yearn to have a child? Then when she has that child, she brings him up. How much does she care for him? Then when she becomes a grandmother, and this, ill-mannered, disgusting child, is there, and he's run away from his mother before she's become a grandmother. Now she's become a grandmother, she goes to another city, travels all these miles to see her son and to see her grandchildren. She knocks on the door. She's thinking, maybe he's changed, maybe he's happy, maybe he missed me a little bit. He opens the door, he sees her and he says, you again. He says, you again. I thought I got rid of you. What are you doing here? Then his kids are there, meaning her grandkids. And she's there, she's happy, she's smiling, she's thinking, this is the first time I'm getting to see my kids. They're like her kids, her grandkids. A mother feels like this. She looks at everybody, she thinks they're my children. They're my own. And he's there, this ill-mannered child, and he's shouting at her, and he's telling her to go away. Then the kids, they ask, who is that? Who is that? He's telling them, that's nobody. He doesn't even tell them that that's your grandmother. Sadly, she says, don't worry, it's the wrong door. She said something like this along these lines, that don't worry, wrong door number, I thought about this and about that. She made up some sort of excuse, and then she walked away. Years went on, years went on, years went on. One day, this child, he got a letter. When he got this letter, on the letter it said, so-and-so person from your family has passed away, meaning your mother. The house that she has is up for sale. We want to put it up for sale, no one living in it, come here, sign some documents, whatever. There was a reason why he had to go. His mother had passed away, he needs to go sign something, get rid of the house. So he went, he decided to go. He thought to himself, mother's passed away. It's one of them things, it's part of life. He went there, he went into the house, he started to think, look around the house. This is where I grew up, my mom was here, she took care of me, all these kind of things. There was a letter on the side waiting for him. He picked up the letter, and the letter was from his mother. Now you remember, dear viewers of Madani Channel, and listen to the letter with the ears of your hearts. Because look, the intention that I'm trying to get across is how much your parents care for you. And without explaining the intentions, I want to explain the narration so you realize that you can never care enough for your parents. The letter mentioned, oh my son, I am really sorry that I made you feel the way I made you feel. I have always loved you no matter what. You are my son. And it doesn't matter how you made me feel. I'm sorry for the way look at the mother, how she's addressing her own son. Who's older and who is younger? Who has the rights over who? And she's talking to her son like this, I love you and I'm sorry after everything he's done. Then she goes on to say that I've never made an intention to hurt you. I've always wanted you to be happy with me. My intention was never to make you displeased. But you see, one day you got into an accident when you were younger. When you were a child, as a mother, when you had this accident, you lost your one eye. And when you lost this one eye, as a mother, I couldn't bear the sight of seeing you grow up with just one eye. So I did an operation, I gave you my eye. Then when this son was reading this, and he realized that all those times he made judgment calls, he came to conclusions, and he made up his mind that his mom, Madallah wa'udhu billah, is like this. How, dear viewers of Madani Channel, how could you think like this? You were in the month of Ramadan, you were fasting for the sake of Allah, you were reading your 5 daily prayers, you were doing everything for Allah and Rasul. Allah and Rasul say, look after your mom and dad. Jannat is at the feet of your mother, the key to it is your father. How much do you care for them? Allah says, care for your mother and your father. You still have time. But it was too late. He's regretting, he's crying, he's doing everything he can do. No matter what he does, his mom won't come back. He can't even apologize to his mother. So today's episode, dear viewers of Madani Channel, was just this one narration. Because there is so much to talk about. How do I tell you the intentions? I thought to myself, the best way to make the intentions for caring for your parents is to remember the favors of your parents upon you. And that you can never ever fulfill the rights of your parents, but you need to try. Imagine if those people looking now, those youngsters looking now, those people who have parents, you're looking now. Look what your parents have done for you. And if you're a parent yourself, look what you're doing for your kids. Remember this, always remember this, dear viewers on Madani Channel. Parents, no parents. However you treated them, tomorrow your own children will treat you like this. What goes around definitely comes around. So dear viewers on Madani Channel, today's episode was a little bit different. But this is the best way I feel that to make the intention of caring for your parents in every single way. Every single way. Don't say oof to them. In the Quran it's mentioned. We say, what? Be quiet, shut up, you don't understand. You don't understand, you've only seen one generation. Your parents have seen 5, 6 generations before you were even born. And you here today, you know now how to speak. You can speak now, you've got a zaban, you've got a tongue. Before you could only cry and your mom knew that your nappy needed to be changed. Before you could only cry, your mom knew you were hungry. Before you could only cry, your dad knew that you know what, he needs to change his nappy. You need to change his nappy. You couldn't even go to the toilet. Today you go to the toilet, you can speak a little bit, you can put in food for yourself, you can feed yourself, you can do all these things. And with the same tongue that you could only cry with, today you tell your mom, you don't understand. Dad, you don't understand. You know when the son or the daughter gets hurt, the mother feels the pain. And you know when the son or the daughter fails in life, the father feels the pain. They both have their own ways, but they both care for you. How much do you care for them? How much intentions do you make to please them? How many times have you kissed their blessed feet? How many times have you kissed their blessed hands? You are here today because of them, and today you tell them that you don't understand? How dare you? It's a disgrace, dear viewers on Madani Channel. We are in the month of Ramadan, and if we are still treating our parents like this, then I don't know what to say. I am speechless. I really am speechless. But I want to finish on a high note, dear viewers on Madani Channel, that it is the month of Ramadan. It is the month of mercy. Ask your parents to forgive you. Kiss their hands, kiss their feet. Hug your mom, hug your dad before it's too late. One day they might not be there for you. What are you going to do? That mother who waits for you by the window every single day, when you come in, she goes, Putra, are you okay? How was your day? And you don't even answer her properly. You run upstairs, you go here, you go there. Or you go to your children's mother, you talk bad about your mom. Oh, she's waiting there again. She was waiting there because of you. She wanted to feed you. And then your father says, Putra, how was your day at work? And you go, you run away, you don't even talk to him properly. Like, oh, he's on my head again, he's on my case again. What kind of people are you? What kind of Muslims are we? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam told us specifically, Allah has given us clear commandments towards our parents. What are our rights? And the Prophet clearly said that you will never be able, no matter how much you try, you can't fulfill the rights of your parents. The best way to care is to remember how they care for you. Dear viewers on Madani Channel, unfortunately yet again, we have come to the end of this episode. And in this episode, this silsila called Easy Rewards. Asan nekiya. And we've realized, ye bhi neki hai. This is good. And if this is something that we do every single day, it's part of our daily activities. We try to refrain from the bad. We try to not do things as a formality. And in this beautiful month of Ramadan, the month of mercy, the month of Allah Azza wa Jal, we try to gain His pleasure by using that passion that we have to do extra good deeds to please Allah and His Rasul. We try to make our daily activities worthwhile as well. Keep watching Madani Channel, keep trying to do good, and keep watching this episode, this silsila, Easy Rewards. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.
Easy rewards, 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 easy